everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby and I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today I'm going to lead you through a full body workout, working your arms and back and the backs of your legs and kind of everything. We're going to do some balance, we're going to do some core, 6 moves, and I'm going to go through them one time and explain them. So what I want you to do is press pause right now and go do a warm-up, unless you've come into this already warmed up from some exercise. And we're going to go through, we're going to do 12 to 15 of each set. And then you can follow through it again, and you can do it again later. You can do another set when I'm finished. Follow through, make it yours, make it as difficult as you need. So if one set doesn't feel like you've done very much, go ahead and do another set. It's not going to take you very long to do this one set. It's going to be probably about 10 minutes. Follow it through, do it again, and if you're still feeling up to it, do it a third time. Really fatigue those muscles, make them strong. Okay, so we're going to start with a row with a tube. So you can use a band or a machine if you have one, but I want to make this easy to do in your home if you are able. So I don't really want you to squat, but a good athletic position so your hips are back just a little, your knees are just a little bit bent. I don't want any straight knees like that. And we're going to pull those handles straight towards your armpits. We've done this many times. Breathe each time, and you want to go slowly both directions. So squeeze those shoulder blades as you pull back. Make sure your shoulders are not coming up. You don't want them by your ears. You want them nice and relaxed, and just pulling straight back. Squeezing that pencil between your shoulder blades, right? So nice and slow, both directions. If you need to make it a little harder with your tube, you can step back. If you need to make it easier, step forward. You know, it's easy to adjust with your tube or your band to make it the resistance that you need. Okay. I think that was 12. It may have been a few more. That's okay. And you can stop before then if you're getting fatigued. Or you can do a few more too. You can do a set of 20. Next we're going to do ball squats, and we're going to add a bicep curl. But first, make sure when you get into that ball squat, you kind of want your feet a little further in front of you than you think, because when you sit, you want to sit those hips back and keep those knees straight over your ankles. If your knees are going out over your toes, if you're like this, bring those feet out. So do a kind of a test before you add any dumbbells. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down into that squat, and as you come up, curl those biceps. And you can curl them any way. You can do it like this and keep them straight out to the side. You can do them more like this, like a hammer curl. Whatever feels best. It works your biceps a little bit differently each way, but it doesn't really matter. You're working your biceps either way. And if one way hurts a little, then do it the other way. You know, you always want to do it in the way that doesn't cause pain. So making sure we're sitting back as we come up, squeeze those glutes. Keep breathing. Make sure your arms go all the way straight with these bicep curls. Many times I see people doing biceps and they stop about here. You want to go all the way down. You want to get that full range of motion, strengthening that muscle throughout the entire length of the muscle. Okay, great. Let that ball fall. Set your weights down. And we're going to go onto the floor next and do a reverse plank. So all it is on your hands and feet like this. Importantly, start with your shoulders down. You don't want to start here. Start with your shoulders down away from your ears. You can turn your hands out just a little bit, and you're going to come up into a plank just like this. You want to think about pressing your hips towards the ceiling, not sinking into your shoulders like this. Remember, keep those nice and strong. You're really going to feel this in your hamstrings and your glutes. If it feels like too much, bend those knees. You're still going to get those same muscles working. But if you can, try at least for a few seconds like this with your arms directly beneath your shoulders and your legs out nice and straight, pressing those hips towards the ceiling. Okay, great. Next, we're going to do a balance, a starfish hold. So what I want you to do is stand on one foot. I'm going to raise that up just a little more. Make yourself into a star. So you're going to stand on one foot, and the key to this is taking your body off center. So if you're just here, it's not quite as hard as if you take your body off center like this. So find where it's challenging for you. If you are in this initial position here and this is challenging, hold that. But if you need a little more, try to bring that body away from your midline. And we're working on holding this for a good 30 seconds. If this feels pretty easy to you, try moving your arms like you're doing a jumping jack. Make a little bit of oscillation. Okay, so we're going to do each foot for about 30 seconds. So if you are kind of touching down and you're not able to hold it for 30 seconds, that's okay, but work on it for 30 seconds. So, even if you're doing this, keep doing that for about 30 seconds. Keep challenging that balance. Okay. Lean way over to the side if you're able. If that feels easy, move those arms in jumping jacks. And the other thing you can do, if that still feels easy, is look around. Move your eyes around. Take your focus off that one focal point. So remember, if you're touching down, just continue to work on it for the full 30 seconds. Okay, great. Next, we're going to get that ball back out, and we're going to use a little bit less weight. So I did 12s for my bicep curls, and I'm going to do 8s for my windmills. So what we're going to do is get onto the ball and walk out to a bridge like this. So you're resting your head and your shoulders comfortably on the ball, hips up towards the ceiling. We're going to bring those dumbbells straight over our chest, and then we're just going to windmill our arms. So you want to bring them, if you're able to nice and straight overhead and then beside your hips. And make sure you're going slowly with this so that you don't end up hurting your shoulder. If you do have shoulder pain with this, take a little bit less weight. The other thing you can do is this one overhead. You can, limit that range of motion a little bit if that is bothering your shoulder at all. But always a little bit less weight if you're feeling any reservations about this one. It's best to start with a smaller weight and then move up. Keeping those hips up towards the ceiling. We're really working your hips, your glutes, your hamstrings here. Let's do one more each way. All right, good. Now bring those slowly back to your chest, and then just walk yourself up to sitting on the ball. Okay, we've got one more. We're just going to stay right on the ball, so set those weights down. I'm going to refresh my screen to make sure you can see me. And we're just going to do ab leans on the ball, which we've done in the past. But I like to use the ball for abs because just sitting on it requires your abdominals to engage. So we're going to sit forward on the ball like this. I'm going to move over just a little. Sit forward on the ball like this, lean back, and come up. If this is too difficult on a ball, if you don't feel good about balancing here, then do this on a chair. Do it on a bench or your coffee table or something with a firm seat. The sofa doesn't work very well for this because it's a little bit soft. But you can do it on the edge of your bed. That would work, especially if this is new to you. And if you're sitting on the edge of your bed, the good thing is if you start to lose it, then you just lie down on your bed. You're not going to get hurt. And also, if you're doing it in a chair, you can lean back, kind of touch your shoulders to the chair, and then come back up. Notice that I'm not coming all the way back up straight. So I want you to lean back and come most of the way up. And the reason for that is it keeps those abs engaged throughout the entire exercise. If you need to rest, come forward, but try to do all 10 or 20 if you need to, without coming all the way up. The other thing you can do is put your arms behind your head like this if you need a little bit more of a challenge. And then if this is too much, put your hands on your thighs and just kind of slide them towards your knees. Okay, that's it. Those are those 6 exercises. We got a good full body workout. Go ahead and rewind and do them again if you've got the time and the energy, and do them a third time even. You can even do them up to 4 times if you want. The other thing you could do is do more in a set. So you could do 20 of each. Do 2 sets of 20. You could even do 3 sets of 20 if you've got the time and you're not having any pain. But give them a shot and let me know what you think. Give me some comments and some feedback if you have any requests or need any alterations to any of these. All right, thanks everybody. We'll see you next time.